just city teams, but area teams. They come from Kentucky, Ohio. We saw all the license plates around all over the Midwest here to watch this club. And up in Boston, it's a New England team. Indiana, West Virginia, big fans also of the Reds. Carlton Fisk looks at a strike, and Nolan's in that strike zone with that first pitch. Fisk has had 1 hit in 6 times. He's knocked in 2 runs. Lynn, a left-hander on deck, and then Petrocelli. That's the curveball of Gary Nolan. Nolan's been an outstanding pitcher for the Reds, but he's not had much luck in the World Series. He's made 4 previous World Series starts, no wins, 2 losses, and a high earned run average of 5.40. There's a blast deep left. Forget about it. It's gone. A home run for Carlton Fisk. Well, they ought to have the green wall out there.
Ooh, that was out of anywhere. Grand Canyon. He got every last bit of that one. Looked like a fastball inside part of the plate, about belt high. They're jumping on him. They know he's got good control. Let's look at Fisk's swing again. Bench appeared to be signaling that he wanted the ball inside, maybe off the strike zone. Belt high, and he knew it's gone. Look at Fisk and Johnny look.
Here's Johnny Bench coming up. He grounded out to third in his first trip. Perez attempted only 3 steals this year. Successful one. Foster attempted only 3, as we told you earlier, and he's already stolen a base in this game.
Fisk has gone out to the mound now to have a conference with Wise, and we wonder, with Wise getting a little wild high, if he's not reminding him about that follow-through to come on down through.
What? Those are his pitching glasses now. He had a better record on the road, winning 12, losing 5 this year, than he did at Fenway Park, where he won 7 and lost 7. Bench said to the umpire, "I want to take a look at that ball." 1-0. Boston ahead. Perez at first for the Reds, 2 down in the last of the 4th. They're back deep for Bench. He was drafted in the 2nd round when he was a teenager, and Bernie Carbo over in the Red Sox was picked ahead of him by the Reds. A strike. 0-1 to Bench. Bench is a great ambassador for the game. He's very personable, gracious to fans all over. There goes the runner. The throw down. And he's out. Safe. Perez steals. Tony Perez, only 1 steal this year. George Foster, 2 steals, are both stolen tonight.
No chance for Fisk. He might have got him had he been a perfect control, but Cooper was playing back of him. And there he goes. And you haven't seen that too often, have you, Marty?
I'll tell you, it's very, very surprising, Tony. You expect to see the likes of Griffey and Concepcion and Morgan and people like that, but certainly not Tony Perez.
That was sort of a delayed steal. I think he caught Fisk by surprise. And they're roaring here. They were the unlikely sight of Tony Perez stealing second. 2 down. That wakes the Red fans up. And Bench hits a drive deep to left. Going, gone.
You've got to wonder how much Wise's concentration was broken by the surprise steal from Tony Perez, but that does not detract from Johnny Bench being the kind of player he is. As we look at that dugout, he has been a man, Johnny Bench has, who has responded to pressure throughout his career.
Wise concludes his warm-ups to catcher Carlton Fisk. Dave Concepcion will stroll plateward for his second shot at the Boston right-hander tonight. Davey is 0 for 1 at a fly ball to right field his first time up. 1 for 9 so far in this 1975 World Series. This young man has as his goal to be the best Venezuelan shortstop in the history of Major League Baseball. And well, you're talking about Tony, Chico Carrasquel, and Louis Aparicio as forerunners.
Talk about Aparicio, you're talking about something.
First pitch on the inside part of the plate for a taken strike. Concepcion questioning plate umpire Larry Barnett about that pitch. I closed out the season very, very strong. In fact, he had .340 the final month of the year and closed out the year with a 9-game hitting streak. He hits one a ton back into left center field. Looking up is Yastrzemski and gone. A home run. David Concepcion taking the grand tour as he takes Rick Wise downtown with a shot to left center field, and well, the Reds go out in front 3-1.
No matter what happens the rest of this ball game, win or lose, the headlines in the Venezuelan papers are going to be Concepcion, and that's front page. That's what happened in the championship series when he homered against Pittsburgh. You mentioned those two names, Carrasquel and Aparicio, played against both Marty and Kurt. Concepcion has more all-around ability than either of them.
Gets up to begin throwing. Geronimo bounced out to second his first time. He is ahead of the count at 2 balls and no strikes.
Right-hander Reggie Cleveland, left-hander Jim Burton.
So Darrell Johnson has seen Rick Wise give up a pair of long ones. One by bench in the last inning with a man on, and now by Concepcion. The only 2 Cincinnati base hits up to this point have been home runs. There's a call strike. Through 4+ innings, Wise has not struck out anybody. He has walked 2. There's manager Darrell Johnson. The Boston Red Sox, he has seen his team now trailing 3-1, and that for Concepcion, his first World Series home run. Pitch backs him off the plate as Wise comes high and tight. It's ball 3. 3-1 the count to Geronimo. On deck for Cincinnati is pitcher Pat Darcy. Wise needs a strike. Geronimo a pitch away from a walk. He swings. He hits one back into deep right field. Going back is Evans, and it's out of here. Well, Kurt and Tony, Cincinnati putting on a long ball exhibition here as they have had 3 hits off Rick Wise, and all of them home runs.
What great contributions the Latin American ball players have made to this club. Benching a home run today, but it was Perez who stole second base. May have rattled Wise. Concepcion and Geronimo with home runs.
Here's Bernie Carbo batting for Reggie Cleveland, and this is somewhat of a homecoming of sorts, and he hits one well back into left field. Foster looking, and it's out of here.
That's a typical Carbo home run to the opposite field. He thought it was a ground rule double.
He thought it bounced, did he? Come on, Bernie.
He hit his home runs at Crosley Field when he first came out.
We know you're excited. You know, he came out yesterday at the workout and stirred up a little controversy. He thought that he should be playing back here in Cincinnati, that Yastrzemski should go back to first base. He should be in left field. Yaz got a little bit irritated, we understand, with it. There's Foster going back. Marty Brenneman pointed out that yellow line as he went around the park early in the game. Just barely made it.
He really has power to the opposite field for a left-hander.
That we do. Eastwick is all set to go to work to Evans. Joe Morgan coming quickly in from second base to have a word with him.
I forgot about the switch hitter, Blackwell, in the dugout of the Red Sox.
Petrocelli at first. The man at the plate is Dwight Evans, and he represents the tying run. It's 5-3 Reds, as Boston now has out-hit Cincinnati 7-5, and Pedro Bourbon, a right-hander, picks up where Eastwick left off. Evans 1 for 3. Pitch. That's low a ball. There's Bourbon.
Sparky's got a pitcher for every batter.
I'll tell you, he's used just about everybody with the exception of Bourbon, Kurt. Fred Norman expected to be utilized as a reliever in the series, but he has not thrown tonight. Here's a fly ball hit into left field. Foster back on the warning track, and he will not get it. It's a home run in a tie ball game. Raleigh Eastwick has just given up a game-tying ninth-inning home run to Dwight Evans. As the Red Sox dugout erupts, they have tied it up at 5-all.
And we've just had an all-time World Series record tied. 6 home runs, 3 by each team tonight. The Red Sox made quite a comeback. Cleveland and Willoughby kept them in the ball game with their relief pitching. They were trailing 5-1, and now they've tied it.
Evans wasn't sure.